I go to one. I go to a lot of the rails, right, on trains, and I've noticed that where they still have people working, because most have switched over to kiosks to check in and check out. And I'm sorry to say, but that shit works smooth. There's no lines. There's no attitudes. It's just boom. There's one particular rail where I've had problems, and it's due to human interaction. You know, they have there's one that has, I guess it's just the culture and at that rail, like they just have fucked up attitudes, or like they're on a power trip. I was dropping off a load at one of those rails, and I was, I was really low on time. I pull in, and I see fucking like dirt trucks and shit going in there. I'm like, oh, they're probably doing construction. Sure enough, they were. So I check in, boom, boom, boom. Everything's good. I go look for the slot where I gotta put in my loaded trailer, but I see that half the yard's fucked up. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a shit show in here. Sure enough, I get to my slot, and it's blocked by 2 trailers. But the whole row is blocked by 2 trailers. There's no room anywhere. So I drove in, and by the time I got there, I'm like, fuck, there's nowhere to go. I had to turn left, but there's trailers on both sides. There wasn't enough room for me to maneuver to there, right? The only option would be to reverse all the way back to oncoming traffic, and I'm like, fuck that. It's staying here. So I just cornered it real quick as best I could and start dropping my landing gear, Right then, one of the GO drivers like, you can't park there! Yay! Fucking he's yelling and shit. I'm like, where do you want me to go? He can't hear me. I'm like, there's nowhere to go. I can't fit. It's staying here. And he went. I'm like, cool. When he comes over here, I'm gonna tell him like, hey, there's nowhere for me to go. Like, he'll see. You know what I mean? And when he pulls up, fool has his window all the way up, and I'm like, and that fool's like this. Watch, like a little itch. And I'm like, what? I go, bro, and he just takes off. And I'm like, oh, this was gonna report me and get me banned, so I can't go in there. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go talk to the office. And be like, hey, this is what happened. I don't want no problems, but shit, I have my little dash cam and shit or whatever. So I got proof, look, or just go look. So then, after he did that, he leaves, and I just, recorded the situation right there so they could see, hey, I wasn't trying to be a dick, it's just, it is what it is. And I go to the office, there's nobody there. What the fuck's somebody there? So I go back to talk to the person like me, and I'm like, hey, look, this motherfucker's over here tripping. Is there a supervisor I can talk to, somebody? And she's like, no, all the supervisors are on the yard goats moving trailers around. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So that was probably a fucking supervisor, right? So I stay there for like 30 minutes trying to find somebody. I can't see nobody, right? I'm gone. Sure enough, the next day, boom, banned. I'm like, mother. So I start calling around, and there's nothing I can do. There's no recourse. There's no way for me to be like, hey, well, I wanted to have a hearing, a court date. I wanted to fucking be like, Apple was tripping. You know what I mean? But like, fuck it. I need to go to the rail anyway, so. But I mean, that's still a little fucking, I'm sure it doesn't look good. I've been going to these places for fucking since 2006, 7, bro. I never had any issues like that. And it's there, bro. It's that spot. It's that one. Another time I was there, and this is when it clicked, like, oh, these fools are all tripping right here. I was just going in with a load, and there's a dude right there typing me in, and he's fucking doing his walk around and checking the trailer and shit. And he's like, I know it's not your fault, but you have wire, on the sides of your trailer, the wire that they use to tie the doors down. I know it wasn't you, but just letting you know, like, it shouldn't be on there. One of my guys could walk by and they could like fucking this fucking gouge them or some shit, you know. And I'm just like, that little thin ass wire that you could just, you know, that I'm go, oh, I didn't know, you know. And you're right, I didn't put it on there. Some warehouses do that just for extra security to keep the doors open, you know, so they don't dislatch. And so, you know, I'm catching a vibe from this guy. Like, what the fuck is it? You know, what's up with this dude? I'm just trying to drop my fucking trailer home and get the fuck up out of here, bro, you know? Who's throwing weight around, giving me fucking scenarios and shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You give a fuck about your scenarios? And he's like, yeah, I'm just super, this is my yard right here. It's just, you know, they're all my guys. When he said to my guys, I was already red flag. Oh, this was fucking, you know, like, oh shit, your guys, your yard, all right. So you mean you're just not an employee here that gets a paycheck like everybody else? You don't have a boss? So like, if you fuck up, they won't fire you because this is your shit. Bro, shut the fuck up. Like, some is like, oh, this fool just throwing his weight around, wants me to know that he's a supervisor here. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Just fucking check me in, homie. Let me drop my drink and get the fuck up out of here, bro. Fuck. And then this happens with it might have been the same dude twice. I couldn't see this fucking dude because he was hiding behind fucking shit like this, fucking writing my information down. Yeah, but he got me banned. And then that happened. Okay, so like right now I'm gonna go to LATC, right? Hey, everybody's cool as fuck. Cool. You know why? Because there's nobody there. I just type in a fucking number, it gives me my spot, homie, and I go drop it, dog. I don't gotta deal with no motherfuckers. There's no line, you're just going right in, you know? You don't gotta deal with people's bad days or fucking their lady left them or, you know, who knows what the fucking. Wait, where are you telling me to go, homie? Nah, we're not doing that. Is that a truck route, sir? What the fuck's up with these glasses? There's a dirty shirt. This is a dirty shirt. So yeah, you know, it sucks that people have to lose their fucking jobs, but bro, hey, you know what though? Shit, pretty soon those fucking little kiosks, that AI's gonna take over these jobs too. But dude, it's way more efficient. Sooner or later, they're just gonna have to give us some fucking straight like universal pay because they're gonna take all their fucking jobs. What the fuck are we gonna do all day? PlayStation. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot better with the kiosk. I don't know about how they do it at the ports, but at the rail, homie, I remember when there was people there.
There's a 7-minute slowdown in 50 feet.
Fantastic.
You're still on the fastest route.
Fantastic. I remember back in the days when most places didn't have the kiosk. You'd pull up, there'd be 5-6 trucks you'd have to wait for. Right now, there's no trucks. I'll show you. There's gonna be no trucks in the way. You know, they're in, they're out, bro. Efficiency. But it's nice to chop it up with people sometimes if they're in a good fucking mood. But I guess those are shitty jobs, so they don't fucking. They're never in a good mood. They're always pissed.